Hey friends, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Avery Browning, and I am currently a sophomore at Texas A&M, and I am so grateful that I get to be a part of devotionals today. And so I'm just going to be talking just about like the hope and the peace that the Lord brings during this troubled time, in hopes that you can be encouraged by that. And so this is a crazy time in our world. We are experiencing things that we've never experienced before. I don't know about you, but I've never been forced to rest so much in my life, and it's really easy to get caught up in all the negative things. But something that I kind of like came to realization with yesterday is the fact that this is such a great time to pour into my relationship with the Lord and like take a step back and just like thank the Lord for all that He's blessed us with. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Just the fact that there's blessings in all seasons and walks of life, that even when things are changing, even when school's getting canceled and you're being taken away from youth group or your friends and you're staying at home with all your family, even when there's so many changes, that we serve a creator who never change. And something else that never changes is His word. And I just pray like during this time that you will really take time to dive into His word and dive into the Bible. And so I want to talk on James 1 today, specifically verses 2 and 3. And having that said, like when if you're in a spot right now where you're like, wow, like I really want to start like reading my Bible more, but I have no idea where to start. Personally, I think James is a great place to start, especially during this time, because a little background on James. James is one of the books in the New Testament that is speaking directly to directly to Christians, and really is talking about like, hey, like when you're going through these trials, like here are things to remember about the Lord you serve. And so what better book to pull out than this? So James 2-3 reads, "Consider it a great joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you experience various trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance." So something to remember is that the Bible was not originally written in English, and so it's been translated from many different languages, specifically in the New Testament, the Greek. And one of my favorite things to do when I'm reading and going through my devotionals in quiet times is to look up the Greek words of the verses, because sometimes there's not a direct like translation. And so specifically in this verse, or in verse 3, testing, like there isn't the word testing doesn't mean what we think it means. And so when we think of testing, we think of like taking a test or someone testing us, right? But actually what it means is like being redefined. And something that's really cool is it's the word that was originally in the text is this word for the testing of silver. And so just a little background on that. So when a silversmith would test silver, what he would do is he would take his sheet of silver and he'd put it in a furnace or a fire. And what had happened is when that silver was burned up, all the imperfections that were in the silver would come to the surface. And the silversmith was able to take that out and wipe away all the imperfections and then put it back in the furnace. And he would repeat this process over and over and over again until he was able to take that silver out and see his own reflection. And I think this is an incredible metaphor for how the Lord uses trials and uses the things that we're going through to renew us and to refine us and to make us more like Him. And so that is a truth that I'm clinging to right now, and I pray that that is a truth that you guys get to cling to, the hope and the reality that when we're going through trials, it isn't because like the Lord has forgotten about us or doesn't love us. He actually knows that we're going to be better on the other side of this. And so I really just pray that you would just cling to the idea of that, like there's going to be growth that comes out of this season, and growth that comes out of just craziness and just lack of control that we are in right now. And like I pray that like when the enemy tries to tell you that this is a big disaster, that you will cling to the fact that actually no, like this is a huge blessing, because you're going to come out so much stronger on the other side. And that's really all I have for you guys. I would love for you to go read the rest of James. It's a beautiful set of chapters that just really speaks to Christians and just times of trials and troubles, and it's just a really awesome truth to cling on to, especially in this time. But I love you guys. I hope you have the best day, and I will talk soon. Bye.